What's cracking, y'all? I'm starting up a new puzzle series, and the basis of the puzzle series is to try to climb towards 3,000 puzzle rating, but I'm trying as hard as I can not to care about my puzzle rating at the same time. If I go down, I feel like that helps me get those puzzles down in that lower rating to build upon and eventually improve. So I'm going to take a maximum of 5 minutes per puzzle to figure out my first move, and if I don't know the move, I'm going to take my best stab, and if I don't get it right, or don't understand the puzzle, I'm going to analyze it and figure out how it works. And I think that'll help me get as many puzzles in as I can while still really giving myself some time to analyze the puzzle and think about what might be happening. I feel like I'm hypothesizing that 5 minutes might be the sweet spot for this sort of thing. So I'm going to try and make it happen. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for following along. Let's get right into it. Push some puzzles. So this entire situation is interesting. Bishops are looking at each other. So this is scary, kind of, right? I don't know. I guess, yeah, so like if this happens, I'm in check and I can take back here. I guess that's not a big deal. I don't have any checks, right? There's no way I have checks with the king here. As far as captures go, I can take this, and the rook is behind it. Maybe that's interesting. Yeah, so, okay, that's got to be it. So if I take the knight, bishop takes, and the bishop, or the knight is one of the pieces that's protecting this bishop. So if I take the knight, it's no longer protecting the bishop, obviously. The bishop can take back. Okay, but what if this happens? Okay, do I take this first? Okay, so that's definitely the puzzle. What's the order here? Okay, so if I take here, knight takes, bishop takes, that's a trade, right? And I can't do anything about it. If I take the knight first, bishop takes. Yeah, so I can just, if the bishop takes, I can just keep taking, and then takes, and we're just doing the same things, but I want a knight. So it's this. It's got to be this. Awesome. And now we just keep doing this. And I can do the same thing. Awesome. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Positive progress. I know we don't care. We don't care about the score at all, but I've never hit 2,600. I don't even know what my highest is, but it's going well right now, you know? The series has been successful so far. All right, so this is interesting. Check there, take this. What is this? What's the queen doing here? Why is it here? It seemed like a weird move given the circumstances. Are there threats? I don't really know. Is this going to be a checkmate? Is there? So if I go here, it's a double check. Feels like there kind of has to be a checkmate here, doesn't it? There's got to be a checkmate here. All right, so I really like this knight hop because it opens up this and checks with the knight. But I don't really see what I do after that. I guess I could... So the king could go here, I guess. This is weird. There's got to be a mate here, though. All right, so the knight is protected by the bishop. I wasn't noticing that. I was thinking the king could take here. So maybe I just go here. Is that just mate? Is this mate in one? I think it is. I don't think anything can block that. I think that's checkmate. And the knight is covering this square, which is a crucial square. Yeah, I think this is mate. I don't see anything coming in. Awesome, dude. Awesome. We're rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Next pause. Next pause. Next victim, dude. All right. Okay, so this would take away the last squares from the king and threaten checkmate here. That looks pretty good. The king has nowhere to go. What do you do? What do you do if I do this, if you're black? These rooks are completely out of play. All I have to do is slide my rook over. I don't think anything can do anything about that. The bishop blocks, I just take it. There's nowhere for the king to go. I just go here, then here. I don't see a defense for that. If I do this first, you always want to give checks, but if I do this first, the king's escaping. So I have to cut the king's root out of there, off, and then everything is frozen on this side of the board. It's got to be this. Yeah, pawn push, I don't care about that. I'm taking this. Saw this move. There's no checks. No, everything's still frozen. We're rolling, dude. We're rolling, dude. These puzzles are cake, dude. All right, we keep it rolling. Next puzz. Next victim. Well, I mean, this looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? That wins a rook. Is there a checkmate? Probably. Here. I mean, I can just take the rook. Seems like a good thing to do. I don't even really feel like white's threatening anything here. Okay, so the bishop's pinned. So this check, for instance. No, I can just take this. Yeah, I don't even... Looks like I'm just dominating this game. So here, can I just win? Is there a way to win though? It's got to be the key to this. Like this is just, I feel like this is definitely the most natural looking move. If it's the answer to the puzzle, it's just too easy. I just take the rook. There's no way that's the puzzle. I mean, it would put me up material, and I don't really see what with any threats. So and like once the king gets to here, I don't know what to do. So and how do I avoid the king going there? It can't be this, right? I feel like I have to give this one like the full time to think about. I feel like because it just feels too easy. Maybe not the full time, but I gotta see if I can see something here. This is like an 800 rated skewer right here. Maybe even lower than that as far as puzzles go. Is this annoying? Like after all is said and done or something? Not really. Like I don't have any. There's no threats really. I don't see any. This is like a little weird, but everything's protected. I guess. Okay, so maybe this becomes a problem if I do this. I could get mated there. There could be some danger here if I just completely bail with my rook. So if I take this, then the knight can jump in with check, and the bishop is pinned, and this is annoying. Maybe this could be annoying. This could be more annoying than I was giving it credit for if I bail with my rook. But what else would I do? Maybe something like this. Maybe I take this first. I can't do that because my bishop's pinned. There's something more to this puzzle. There's got to be. We're climbing towards 2600. They're not going to give me just like this skewer right here. There's a lot of pressure down here. So what else could I do? I feel like I could deflect the bishop or something. Or if I... Like this bishop feels annoying. Can I just do this? Is it safe? I guess I have to calculate that. Is that what I have to do here? So here, if my rook ends up here, the king ends up here, this rook is over in the corner. Is this a problem? Knight check. It doesn't really seem like it, right? I can go here or here. I guess if I go to the right, the bishop checks. No, that's not what would happen. I don't know. I don't see anything besides this, so I'm going to do this. Maybe there's something weird that happens afterwards. But this is the only thing I see. It is that. Am I taking the rook? It feels like I'm not taking the rook. But what else am I doing? I just don't see anything. I think I'm going to take the rook, dude. I'll give it a minute. I'm going to give it a minute. Let's think about it. Is this the entire puzzle? Am I just taking the rook? If this is the puzzle, this is the dumbest thing. I'm doing it. I can't see anything else. Okay, so now this check comes. So okay, maybe this is the point of the puzzle. I'm dealing with the thing that I was thinking about that I was going to have to deal with, and I think it's fine. I guess this is the decision. So I have to choose which way I have to go. I feel like this way looks good. I also kind of feel like this way looks good. But the rook can't go that way because then I take it. I probably have to avoid forks maybe, but I don't see any really. What's wrong with either of these moves? There's obviously something wrong with one of them. Oh, if I go this way, yeah, there's the fork. If I go that way, I get forked. So I have to go this way. That's the point. Right? Is that the entire point of the puzzle? Nice. Okay. We're rolling, dude. Boy's understanding things. Your boy is out here understanding things, dude. Let's keep it rolling. Okay. So, I mean, it feels like I can just dive in here. Bishop takes, rook takes, king here. I guess I'm kind of out of checks there. If I do this... Alright. Well, what am I doing here? So, dive in with the rook. My queen's got to get involved at some point. I don't know when. So if I dive in with the rook, bishop takes, just dive my queen in. Does this work? Feels like the queen could probably come back. Yeah, I can't be slow, actually. The queen's like down in here, so there's all sorts of things happening. Maybe. Why does it feel like this has to happen, though? Can I take here first? If the bishop takes, it's pinned, and then I can get my queen in, and the rooks are still covering all the important squares. Like black has one check. If I feel like I can just like kind of scoot my... Oh no, black won't have that check because my queen's on this diagonal. Yeah, black really doesn't have any checks despite the fact that it really looks like they do. I feel like I can just dive in here with my bishop. Is that ridiculous? The bishop can't possibly take that. And then I can just... If the bishop takes, I'm just diving in with my queen. It's checkmate. There's nothing that can be done. I guess the queen would have to sacrifice. Is that the idea? If we're looking at this for 3 minutes and 47 seconds, that's what I'm thinking. Because I don't think anything can take that. And then I have like really nasty discovered attacks if anything does take that. I think that's what I'm rocking with. Let's do it. Okay. Hadn't really considered this. I imagine I need to keep the pressure on with the rooks, so I'm just going to do this, I think. And now the bishop can take, I guess, but I'm just taking back with check. I mean, I must be taking that with the king. Take it? What? Why? So, I don't really understand why the bishop couldn't take there. I think I'm going to have to analyze that. So, like, once the queens were gone... Why couldn't the bishop take? Let's look at that. All right, so this definitely seemed like the bishop definitely can't take immediately, but the queen taking, I take back, and then what's the threat? Like, why can't the bishop take? Takes, h8. All right, so I'm just ladder mating, and there's nothing you can do about it. Gotcha. So I just dropped back and ladder mate. All right. Now I see it. The mate felt like it was probably there, but I just wasn't sure how it happened. So let's keep it rolling, dude. No puzzles wrong yet. Things are going well. Definitely just jinxed it. Not a single chance I didn't just jinx that, but let's keep going. This feels pretty spicy, you know? We got a rook. Oh man, it feels like game over no matter what for black here, right? So I feel like I give this check. What are you doing? You got to kind of block with the queen, right? I guess the king can... king's scooting, though. King's scooting. I didn't realize the king was scooting so hard. All right, if I go here first, king's scooting. But I can go here. And the king continues to scoot. It seems like this king just wants to scoot no matter the circumstance. This king do be scooting, though. All right, so... What's the point? It feels like it has an escape no matter what. Like this would cut off this escape, but it's slow. If I go here, the king can just kind of just scoot over here and just start making its way out. Can my knight play a role at all? I don't really see how it could. Okay, so right now... Oh, wait, the queen's cutting that off. Yeah, okay. So this should work. Yeah, rook here. It's got to work. I guess the king can go this way. And I don't really know how I get... Then I just push the pawn and this is mate. That can't be stopped, can it? I missed that the queen was cutting this off. This is a pretty important aspect of the puzzle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just coming here. Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? It's just here... No matter what black... I mean, black probably can just sacrifice... Oh, no, that doesn't work at all, because the queen's there. Really missing my queens. The squares that my queen's taking away. But, yeah, here, this is the king's only move. I mean, you could try to block with pieces, but it's not going to work all that great. And then I can just make this slow move, and then the queen is checkmate. I don't think there's a whole lot you can do. It's got to be the line. There. Is there anything that can be done to stop this? I don't think so. Not really any checks. This pawn is in the way. This bishop is even kind of in the way. You can check here, I guess, but that's not doing anything. Oh, I've completely missed that. So am I just winning the bishop? That was dingus behavior. But I win a bishop. Is that the point of the puzzle? Okay. Yeah, that was so that stops checkmate. But winning a bishop is good. We like that. We like winning bishops, dude. We're just out here taking stuff. All right, what do we have next? I give this check. Is this mate? Is this mate in one? What is this silly little business? Are they giving me mate in ones? Why are these puzzles so easy? This can't be this easy. I'm definitely making myself look like an idiot right now. Is this mate in one? Am I a dingus? Oh no, the king comes here. Okay, not quite mate in one. Okay, yeah, embarrassing. It's moderately embarrassing, I'll admit. So bishop to here, king to here, rook takes, king takes. Is that interesting at all? Queen to here. So close to mate. And then here, 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 here. Okay, that line doesn't look like it's working. Alright, how do I get these pieces coordinating? Queen checks aren't very good. I don't have any of those. Bishop to here definitely looks interesting. The rook trade also feels moderately of interest. But I feel like this definitely looks like the most powerful check. It moves the king to here. How do I take advantage of the king being there? I kind of like just taking the rook. If the king moves back, maybe I can come down here. Is that better? How? The king is just scooting up this file, and it's obnoxious. I don't like it at all. But it feels like this check is mandatory to me. I don't know why this would be good, and it's the only other move that makes any sense at all to me. So I think I'm going to do this and just look at the puzzle from here, because I feel like it has to be this. I'll give myself a little extra time, because I really don't see this one. Here, 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 or here. I feel like this has to be the line. I'm gonna go for this check and then look at it. It had to be that, and I feel like it kind of has to be this even. Maybe not. Maybe like it's like a weird sacrifice. That is interesting. So this, no, I don't know. It's not really. And the king's just where it started with a one fewer bishop. All right, but what do I have from this position? This feels like I just really want to do that. So here, here, here. King just scoots back to where it was. Then I can go here and push the king here. But like, oh, and then I can skewer the rook, maybe? Is there some kind of weird skewer thing that can happen? The bishop, everything's protecting the rook right now. I can't do anything with the rook. Is this just like a really long line? Here, here, here. Is it rook takes? I have to do this. I don't know what. Okay, and now what? It's like these two moves are of interest. I feel like I don't really see how they're different even. I guess. Yeah, I do. Okay, so yeah, if I go here, the king only has one move, and then I can go here, which feels like a good check, and the king comes here, and then I can go here, and the king just has a bunch of moves. I don't see how to attack it other than with those pieces. Oh, is the bishop coming in? Is this mate? Yeah. Okay, there it is. Finally saw it. I think. Wait, here, here, here. It's just a tough mating net to see. Oh, the king can go there, though, because I cut off my queen's vision of the file, and then the discovered attack? Wow, that's nasty. Okay, I think I finally got it. And then here, King only has one move. It's here, and the bishop just charges up here, taking away these, pinning the king on the back rank, and that's mate. Spicy one, dude. Oh, the rook blocks, dude. Give yourself a second. They only took away 1 point. Ah, I thought that was nice, though. So what do I do instead? Huh. This is a tough puzzle. I'm psyched on it. What is the answer to this, though? Is it this? I mean, I have to move the bishop, right? Do I just win I just win the queen? Is that the... Wow. That's all I've got? Do I sack this? No. So do I have a mate? Oh, this is check. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. And the puzzle didn't even end in mate. That's crazy. Okay, I got a little overexcited that I figured it out. That was just a long puzzle. I'm gonna just run that one back. I understand it. So here's forced. Here. No. Rook trade first. Here is forced. Rook trade. King's gonna want to take that, or else I just win a rook. So rook trade happens, and then I can bring the queen in. King goes back to where it was, and then so let's get to that position. This is kind of where I was really stuck. I figured this felt like it absolutely had to be the line. These were like the only reasonable moves in the puzzle, I thought. And I just couldn't see this next move, and I was missing that you can bring the bishop down, and that's going to take away all the diagonal squares. So the king has to move to the back rank, which is interesting because now I have this discovered attack if I move my bishop. I thought this was mate. I thought I was taking away these two squares, and the king was toast. But the rook, I missed that the rook can block. So that's what happened to the puzzle. Rook. Oh no, it's not what happens to the puzzle. But the rook does block. But I attack the queen. And the importance of that move, so I'm going to be able to take the queen, but the importance of taking the queen is that I also am checking the king, so I'm not going to lose my queen if I do that. I thought maybe I had to do this and then take the queen, but it's this. Okay, understand that one. Cool puzzle. That was a cool one, like that. Let's see what we got next. Didn't lose too much traction there. Still rolling. Feels like this wants to happen. Do I have to take this first? No, not first. Do I take it at all? If I come down here, I'm threatening this. Is there a smother mate or something? Yeah, wait. No. I can just sack the queen. Here, takes. The rook's going to have to take, and then I just take this. That's not too bad. Right? I don't think I'm missing anything there. Check. Block absolutely has to happen. Queen sack. King can't take. Rook takes. Rook comes in for the mate. That's a straightforward puzzle. Nice. Awesome. We're still rolling, dude. We're still absolutely rolling. I love that they give you a little bit easier one after you get one wrong. It's very kind of them to do. The system is nice. All right. So here, bishop has to block. Here, bishop's pinned. King has to go here. I take the bishop, and that's mate. Right? This is one pretty straightforward too. Here. Oh, the pawn can take, but that frees this up. All right, so pawn takes knight there. Here, and I'm just moving the knight to get out of the way. Pawn takes. Well, the bishop's going to be here. Pawn takes the knight, and then rook takes. Is not mate, but it will win the rook. Is that the point? I'm definitely down some material here, like a lot of material. A queen for a knight. It just feels like that has to happen, though, doesn't it? Do I do this first? No. Oh man, the king's escaping. Check, blocks, takes. The king can just escape if it wants, but if the king takes, discovered attack. No, king's escaping. I don't know. It must be this rook move, mustn't it? If I go here, bishop or pawn takes. Yeah, the bishop has to take to make room. Otherwise, this would be mate. But if the bishop takes here, Can I checkmate somehow? I don't think so. Yeah, it's not looking good. I'm definitely not just taking the rook here. When black has a queen on the board and you don't, something's wrong. Here, here. It feels like this knight check is just absolutely mandatory. Unless I can find a way to cover this square, but I can't. Not with the knight. Do I like dance around somehow? I don't think so. This check just feels like it has to happen. I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got to give this move a try. I don't. It's right. Okay, I don't know what happens from here. It feels like this move really wants to happen, but the pawn can just take, and then I can take the bishop, but the king's escaping, and then I can take the rook, but my rook's in the corner, and this queen is just pretty ferocious. So I feel like there's a weird move that I'm missing, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm just gonna give this a try. It doesn't feel right to me. It is right. And now what though? Oh, the pawn taking cuts the king off. Wow. Okay, that was the one aspect that I was missing. So now I can go here and then here, and the king can move up. But I thought it could escape out here, but the pawn taking the knight cuts the king off. Okay. So now I go here, king here, here's mate. All right, got lucky there. I hadn't calculated that whole one, which is risky, but it just felt like it had to happen, you know? Intuition, baby. Intuition is growing. All right, let's do one more pause. I'm doing one more pause, one for the road. Let's make it a good one. All right, so this is definitely very scary. I feel like I'm going to have to sacrifice my rook in some capacity here. I don't really know how. Okay, here. It just allows the king to make more progress, which feels bad. How do I split these pawns? How do I get in here to attack? So if the king gets here, then this happens. So if this happens, yeah, I'm toast. I'm toast. What am I doing here? What's the point? Is this gonna save me enough time somehow? Here, 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 here with the king, here. This is just mate, right? Yeah, so I get mated there, so that doesn't look like it's working to me. I really want to check. This rook is going to have to die for the cause, without question. I just don't know how yet. Tough to calculate everything in these little endgame guys. All right, so here, I feel like I either have to sack the rook or check. And I think I just calculated the rook sack just isn't working at all. My king is totally trapped. If I go here and then sacrifice, is there some way that I can... These two pawns just look really nasty. Do I have to wrap my rook around somehow? I don't think so. Here... The king can move a lot of different places. Does it matter, though? If I go here and then, take this here, then the same problem I was having before is happening. These two pawns are going to destroy me. I need to figure out how to disconnect the pawns. This is one that I feel like I'm going to get wrong, and it's going to be, a really useful thought to have. I feel like I'm just not going to have this thought on my own. Could definitely be wrong. But what is the idea? Can I just move here? And this pawn pushes and I just get yanked right back to where I was. I feel like I need to cut the king off somehow. But if it gets opposition here, I'm in a lot of trouble. But I can't move at all. If I go here, 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 does that save the day somehow? If this pawn pushes, I go here. Yeah, if the king gets back to where it was, the pawns are just rolling. Here, here, here. King can just come back, and then, yeah, I'm getting mated. I feel like it must be this. That's 5 minutes. I don't know what this is. I feel like this is going to be an instructive one for me. I don't really know what to do. Okay, let's analyze this. Push the pawn. Wow. What? Am I really... Huh? Alright, I'm going to have to analyze this for a second. What? And this isn't winning? What were those king moves at the beginning? Okay, so if the pawn queens, I can sack the rook. Oh no, it's not even a sack because my king's protecting. Wow. Okay. Huh, so I just have like a weird little fortress here? What is the king moving for at the beginning? I don't understand that at all. Okay, so here, and then what if like this happens? This is very hard for me to understand. There's a lot of things to think about here. So here, h7, and it's just covering. The king can't just go here though. h7, king, e6 it wants. What about this? Oh, that just sacks. That just loses the pawn with check. Wow. Okay, so yeah, the king can never really advance to here, so I don't have to worry about sacking the rook immediately. My rook's playing just good defense. What else was I thinking about? So yeah, the pawn push was definitely one of the things. I was thinking the king might... Yeah, so the king just can't go there because then the pawn's lost with check, and then I just bully the king around. Wow, so I just pushed the pawn. All right, missed that, but hopefully seeing this will help me understand what's going on there. Cool. All right, tough to end on a loss, you know, but sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes that's what happens. That's what we're doing today, at least. Still made a real good push, so let's see what the rating is after I... Oh, I got +1 for that move. It didn't hate that move. So I didn't even end on a negative. That's awesome. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching, y'all. Catch you later.